Right now at 6, the search intensifies for little Lonzie.
He's in a diaper, that's it. All these hours, he needs something.
As officers track down all leads, volunteers come forward wanting to help.
I could not help but drop everything, print out some papers.
As police set up new crime scenes.
Until I have something to prove otherwise, this is a search and rescue mission for little Lonzie.
We're investigating how long it took to get the Amber Alert out for Lonzie Barton.
Now from WJAX-TV, CBS 47 Action News at 6 begins with breaking news.
An Amber Alert is out right now for 21-month-old Lonzie Barton. The little boy was last seen wearing nothing but a diaper, and tonight a massive search is underway on the south side. JSO has deployed bloodhounds, dive teams, helicopters, all searching for any sign of the missing boy. As we speak, volunteers are stepping up to help spread the word, handing out flyers in an attempt to bring Lonzie home. This is CBS 47 Action News at 6. I'm Tanika Hughes.
And I am John Bachman, live on the south side at the JSO Command Center, where time is of the essence. We have rain, we had the heat earlier, and we are fast approaching hour number 16 since little Lonzie Barton was reported missing. His mother's boyfriend was watching him and his 5-year-old sister at the time, and we're told that the boyfriend placed both children in a car at about 2:20 this morning to go pick up their mom from work. The boyfriend then ran back into his apartment saying he forgot something, and when he returned to the car, Lonzie and the car were gone, according to him. Police found the car several blocks away about 15 minutes later, but Lonzie was not inside. Then, at about 2 this afternoon, JSO searched the Powers Avenue laundromat. Police say they wanted surveillance video from that business because the boyfriend had told them he was there last night doing laundry. That boyfriend has been identified as William Ebron. Police say they are talking to him, and he gave them consent to search his apartment. Now, it is important to note, right now, he has not been named a suspect in the case. We have team coverage on this breaking story. We start with Action News' Lorena Inclan, live with the very latest on the police investigation and what is happening to find Lonzie Barton. Lorena.
And John, certainly everybody is remaining positive, not giving up, trying to find 21-month-old Lonzie Barton. The rain can certainly complicate that, though, for the search and rescue teams here as they search this concentrated area. Think of this apartment complex, Ravenwood Apartments, as the epicenter of this entire thing, because this is where everything first started. Now, the search started from here. Detectives have expanded that search area about 4 blocks from here and to where the car was eventually found. 21-month-old Lonzie Barton was last seen wearing only a diaper. JSO is treating this as an abduction, although they aren't ruling out that he could have wandered off between the time the car was allegedly stolen and when police found the car. Detectives have been literally knocking on every single door in this area, handing out flyers, asking neighbors for surveillance video, just any information. As for the boyfriend, who is considered the children's caregiver, 32-year-old William Ebron, and the child's mother, Lana Larimore, they're being cooperative with police right now, saying that they are getting information, but police say that they're getting information out of the boyfriend who was the last person to see Lonzie. Has proven difficult because it hasn't been as easy for him to come up with things that a caregiver should know. This is according to police. Now that more people have gotten out of work, a JSO is pleading with the community to be on the lookout.
Look around your house. Look in your shed behind your house. If you have a tarp covering something in your backyard, look under that. Look anywhere that a 21-month-old could hide.
Chief Tom Hackney says this will continue to be a search and rescue mission unless he gets information that tells him otherwise. He is pleading with whoever may have little Lonzie Barton to leave him at a hospital, to leave him at a fire department, any fire department, so that the little boy is not harmed. But again, neither the mom or the boyfriend have been charged with any crime at this point. Reporting from the south side, Lorena Inclan, CBS 47 Action News. Jax, back to you, John.
And again, both of them at JSO headquarters right now, answering questions, talking with police. We have team coverage of this breaking news. We have reporters spanned out all over, covering every angle of this story. Action News' Cole Heath continues our live team coverage. He's live in Baker County, where little Lonzie Barton's mom and dad used to live up until just a few months ago. Cole.
I spoke with several relatives on both sides of Lonzie's family, and Lonzie's relatives on his father's side tell us that the family split a few months ago and that his mother Lana took Lonzie and his sister Lily, we're told, to Jacksonville to be with another man. The father, Christopher, we're told, is also in the Jacksonville area and spoke with JSO in Baker County this morning trying to get information. We're told that Christopher, the father, is not a suspect and has been cleared, according to Baker County Sheriff Joey Dobson, who I spoke with just a little while ago. About an hour ago, I drove outside of McClinney, where I am now, to find Lana Larimore. That is the mother of Lonzie. We drove to her family's house, the last residence address given at the time, and I took this picture. This is actually JSO detectives speaking with family members, and we were told to leave to respect the privacy of the family actually requesting this. One thing I did notice, that there was a little girl in the back of that detective's car. She looked about 5 years old, which fits the description of Lonzie's 5-year-old sister, who was with him right before he disappeared. I do have emails out to JSO right now working to confirm whether or not that is in fact Lonzie's sister and trying to figure out more information as to why she would have been in the back of that car. Reporting live from Baker County, Cole Heath, CBS 47 Action News Jax. John, back to you.
Lonzie Barton was reported missing at 2:20 this morning, and according to Barton's caregiver, he was on his way to pick up Barton's mom where she worked at a nearby club. Action News' Samantha Manning is live there at that club with the latest on that situation. Samantha.
John, I went into Wacko's here to talk to a manager, and I found a flyer with Lonzie Barton's face and information on it sitting on their front desk. The manager tells me his mom has worked here for the last 3 months. The manager tells me his mom, Lana Lorimer, was working in her shift at Wacko's last night around 2:30 in the morning. That's the same time JSO says they got the call from her boyfriend, William Ebron, about a stolen car and Lonzie's abduction. The manager says his mom is originally from McClinney in Baker County. Police say she is cooperating with them in the investigation. Police say they spoke with her co-workers today, but didn't get much helpful information in the search for little Lonzie. We're also learning more about Lonzie's biological father, Christopher Barton. We learned he is also from Baker County, but did move recently to Jacksonville. JSO says they have been in contact with Barton throughout the day. JSO has also searched around the Powers Avenue laundromat. They were there earlier this afternoon. That's just 1.5 miles from the apartment where the car was listed as stolen, and it's where Lonzie is believed to have been abducted. We're told police got a hold of surveillance video there. Now, over the last hour, I've been talking to people coming in and out of Wacko's, but I haven't met anyone that personally knows Lonzie's mom. I am told they are expecting some of her friends and co-workers to be here within the next hour and a half when that night shift starts, and we will be here gathering any information we can get. Reporting live in Spring Park, Samantha Manning, CBS 47, Action News Jax.
Well, the boyfriend is central to all of this because he was the last person to see Lonzie Barton. We now go live to Action News' Jenna Bourne back in the studio where she has been digging into what we know about William Ebron.
We're working on getting you a confirmed photo of William Ebron right now so you can see who we're talking about. I've been looking into his criminal history. He's in JSO custody being questioned right now. He's got a lengthy rap sheet. A woman filed a domestic violence case against him earlier this month. In December, another woman filed to terminate his parental rights of her child. She's also accused him of domestic violence in the past. And in 2011, he pleaded no contest to misdemeanor battery. He's been arrested multiple times on traffic and drug charges. JSO spokesman Officer Tom Hackney says he's been uncooperative today.
It's been a little bit like pulling teeth sometimes to get some of that information that we want. It shouldn't be that way.
We want to emphasize that Ebron has not been charged with anything in this case. Now we're going to toss it back over to Action News' John Bachman at the command center.
A 21-month-old boy is missing. It was reported missing now almost 16 hours ago. You can imagine the impact that it is having on this community. Neighbors all around, when they're hearing the news, they are reaching out, trying to do something. For more on the community impact of all of this, we go now live to Action News' Letitia Barriola.
John, people are desperate to help investigators find little Lonzie, so they are coming here to the command center right off of Old Kings Road and Powers, trying to see what they can do to help. An officer on the scene tells me an investigator from nearly every JSO department is involved in this search, plus state and federal officials. We've seen the dive team leave and come back twice so far here at the command center. A JFRD crew also checked in for a moment. And of course, because it's so hot and now it's raining, we've seen the Salvation Army bring its crew here to help officials stay, well rested, have water and food. Every now and then, someone shows up at the command.
All right, that was Letitia Barriola reporting live for us at the JSO Command Center. Listen, this little boy was reported missing at 2:20 this morning. An Amber Alert wasn't issued for several hours later. Amanda Warford has been digging into the timeline of these events. She joins us live now with that. Amanda.
John, the FDLE was contacted by the JSO at about 5:15 this morning. That's almost 4 hours after police first responded here. And that is a process that JSO told us they were working to improve almost 2 years ago. That, of course, was following the abduction of 8-year-old Cherish Periwinkle back in 2013. After that search, JSO conducted an internal investigation into their response that night. And that investigation resulted in disciplinary action against 4 JSO employees that were involved in that search, as well as changes to the agency's policies and procedures in handling missing children. Now today, Chief Tom Hackney told us that he is already concerned today with some of the issues in the response to Lonzie Barton's report of him missing. So here is what happened today compared to the Periwinkle case. JSO responded to the scene today 6 minutes sooner than they did in the Periwinkle case, but I found it took them 28 minutes longer to notify the media that Lonzie was missing. JSO did speak to the media, though, much more quickly today, almost 2 hours quicker, in fact, than in the Periwinkle case. And in regards to that Amber Alert, JSO did contact the FDLE within 2 hours and 53 minutes after they first responded to the scene here. That is compared to 3 hours and 13 minutes in the Cherish Periwinkle case. Now, that Amber Alert was distributed throughout the state today, but no one received a notification on their cell phone, and I did contact FDLE headquarters in Tallahassee today to find out why. Here's what we were told.
For us to be able to send those out, we have to have vehicle information, and in this case, there was no vehicle information. We have to make sure that the information we're putting out is relevant so that people can take action if they see something. So we want to provide quality information.
Now, if you were driving on Florida's highways today, you may have noticed that none of FDOT's digital billboards contained any information about Lonzie Barton, and that was on purpose, I'm told, for the same reason. They do not pass that information along to drivers. That is something that Chief Hackney says he wants changed, and I also spoke to the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children. That's something they say they've been trying to change for years. I will have much more on that coming up tonight on CBS 47 Action News at 11. For now, we're live on the south side. Amanda Warford, CBS 47 Action News Jax. John, back to you at the command center.
We have just heard from 6 Action News reporters covering this story, and you can bet we're going to stay here through the night to bring you the very latest on the search for the missing 21-month-old Lonzie Barton. We're going to continue to follow this search and the efforts to find this little boy. For now, back to you, Tanika.
All right, John. And as he said, stay with Action News for continuing coverage on the search to find Lonzie Barton. And as John and our team of reporters work to get the latest information in the field, we're posting it online at actionnewsjax.com.